Light scurrying noises.
Guys, we're not. Yeah, it just went offline.
Oh no.
What happened?
It's been doing that, like it was doing that during, because we're back online right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, and we're back.
Cool.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys.
Well, if you missed something, you're tough shit. Exterior, Paozu Village night. A shopkeeper closes his general store for the evening. He locks the door, then notices noises, light scurrying noises. Then he sees something.
Hey, what the?
A blinding quick flash of metal. Swish, slash. The shopkeeper falls dead from the sword of a Heiji warrior. Heiji warrior. Camera pulls back to reveal dozens of Heiji warriors swarming the town. Fast, stealthy, leaping the low rooftops like a swarm of grasshoppers all over town. The sound of slicing and killing as the droids pull off a silent massacre.
They're droids.
Oh, shit.
Wait, are
Robot
they
ninjas.
They're robot grasshoppers.
robot grasshopper ninjas?
Ninjas.
Holy shit.
Got it.
The foot.
That's metal.
Okay.
Smash cut to exterior Paozu Village outskirts night. Bulma and Goku arrive at the outskirts of Paozu Village. Bulma checks her locator.
According to the locator, there's a Dragon Ball due east of here.
Vroom, they head off. Exterior Paozu Village. Moving night. Bulma cruises the motorcycle slowly through the streets of Paozu Village. Then they notice the first body. Dead. Then they see another and another.
Oh my god. What happened here?
The Namex.
This isn't some board game. This is real.
What? On the locator.
I don't understand that comment.
This isn't Monopoly. People are dead. On the locator.
That's how I play Monopoly. Somebody always dies.
High stakes.
They're getting closer to the Dragon Ball. The locator is leading directly toward a large church steeple. It stands out from the rest of the city as it is illuminated by fire! They are getting closer and closer, the sound of violence growing louder. Bulma pulls her pistol and jams a 30-round clip in the bottom.
That's excessive.
Yeah, she racks the slide ready to rock and roll.
When I say so, you take cover and don't come up until the shooting stops.
Oh, damn, I'm a badass. Okay.
Goku pulls the power pole off of his back and holds it at the ready.
I'm not afraid.
Hey, leave the fighting to me. You just protect the Dragon Balls. That's your job. Understand?
Goku says nothing.
Zip.
Understand?
Goku reluctantly nods. They round a corner to find exterior Paozu Village, Old Church, night, carnage. Heiji warriors are battling monks dressed in bright orange robes very similar to Goku's suit. Only theirs look like Shaolin monks crossed with Catholic priests.
What does that look like?
Probably cool.
Maybe. I'm interested.
Androids! I hate androids!
The monks battle hard, doing a form of Shaolin Gung Fu. But they are no match for the Heiji warriors. Bulma pushes Goku off the bike.
Take cover!
Goku grabs the case and reluctantly ducks behind a statue. Bulma guns the throttle, and that's weird. Bulma guns the throttle and tears off into the fray, blasting away with her fully automatic pistol. The Heiji warriors are dropping left and right. Bulma is a total badass. Yeah. Bulma guns the bike right up the stairs and into the church.
Nice.
We hear the sound of gunfire ringing from inside. Goku can't stand it. His fists clench. His knuckles crack. Interior, old church. Night. The interior of the church is a mixture of a Roman Catholic and ancient Chinese Buddhist architecture, which is now being blown to bits by Bulma, doing some very acrobatic shooting. A fire rages around them. Heiji warriors are being blown to oily nuts and bolts. Soon.
Nuts.
Oily nuts.
Oh, guys. Soon they're all dead. Bulma stands there with smoking pistol in hand.
That wasn't so bad.
Suddenly, crash! Stained glass windows surrounding her crash inward as scores of Heiji warriors crash through the windows, weapons in hand. Bulma is surrounded. Then, flip. The sound of that's the sound of a flapping cloth.
I see.
I guess as Mai leaps from the balcony and lands gracefully in front of Bulma. She is silhouetted by flame. An evil curved sword is in her hand.
Just the skank I've been looking for. You and me have some unfinished business, bitch.
Mai leaps into a fighting stance. Bulma sticks her pistol in Mai's face. Mai pouts and throws her hand up in mock surrender.
You have 5 seconds to hand over my Dragon Ball. 1, 2.
Maya's perfectly calm because she sees what Bulma doesn't see. Sho, looming up behind her, his huge clawed glove is poised to rip Bulma's head off. Sho strikes! Whoop-ow! Before his claw could connect, Sho is blasted into a marble pillar like a force of nature by Goku, who stands there with a leg extended in a perfect side thrust. Bulma turns around, shocked to see him. She doesn't see Sho, who is now lying beneath a pile of rubble.
Goku!
This is just enough time for Mai to kick Bulma's gun out of her hand.
Yeah.
The gun sails into the air. Mai drops into an iron broom and sweeps Bulma off her feet.
An iron broom is a low sweep kick.
Oh,
Like a little spinning around.
that's cool.
I like a broom made out of
the-
iron better.
Mai leaps into the air and catches the flying gun. She lands gracefully on her feet, blasting at Bulma and Goku. Haiji warriors, attack! Goku tosses Bulma out of the way, pulls out the power pole, and lashes into the Haiji warrior like a tornado. Bulma stares slack-jawed at the fighting phenomenon that is Goku. Then, pow! Zing! A bullet whizzes by her head, shot by Mai. Bulma pulls her back up piece and blast back. They low run across the church, blasting at each other, dodging flames. Goku has finished off most of the Heiji warriors when Sho pulls himself from the rubble and attacks. He lashes out at Goku with a wicked tiger claw style, but Goku is too fast. He ducks and weaves Sho's attacks, leaving him clawing at the air. Goku does a hand crank, then pow! Punches Sho so hard he flies across the church and crashes through the stone wall. I lost it. Bulma and Mai are still shooting it out. Then Bulma sees it, the stolen Dragon Ball locator, strapped to Mai's hip. Bulma aims and pow! Hits the locator, shattering it to bits. Mai screams in rage. She levels her gun at Bulma. Bulma levels her gun at Mai. Bulma fires. Click. She's empty.
Crap.
Mai fires. Super slow motion. The bullet rockets out from the across the church, headed directly for Bulma's head. Bulma's a goner for sure. Suddenly, whoosh! Goku leaps between Bulma and the bullet. The bullet strikes Goku in the chest. He falls on top of Bulma. Mai pulls her sword and leaps into the air, doing a somersault and lands directly over Goku and Bulma. She lunges the blade downward to skewer them both, but shing! Goku catches it with his bare hand. He slowly rises, staring Mai in the eye.
I don't want to have to hit a woman, but
Don't be sexist. Just do it. Do it. Do it. She deserves it. Do it.
gotta keep the pimp hand strong.
Not the face.
Not the face.
Mai looks around at the slaughtered Heiji warriors surrounding her. She backflips away from Goku, pulls something from her waist, and tosses it at her feet. Whoosh! There is a blinding flash of light and smoke. When it clears, Mai is gone. Goku helps Bulma to her feet.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. What about you? You're shot.
There's a bloodstain on Goku's shirt. He seems completely unfazed by it.
We better get you to a doctor.
Goku blows her off.
No big deal. That's just a bullet wound.
Where is the Dragon Ball?
Goku points to his backpack.
Got it right here. Safe and sound.
Bulma looks at the spot where Mai disappeared.
That bitch made off with my favorite gun.
They hear a noise, a labored breathing. They search through the rubble of the church and find the old priest. They rush to his side. The priest is in bad shape, cut and badly burned. The fire is starting to rage out of control. The priest looks up at Goku.
We better get you out of here.
The priest looks up at Goku. Kind eyes. There is recognition.
Ah, young Goku.
You know me?
I know of you. Gohan has spoken of you many times. You're just as he described. He said one day you would come to me, and if you would, it would be tidings of dark times. Go to the altar. There's a button behind the head of the Buddha. Press it there. You will find what you need.
Goku rushes to the altar. Flaming debris start to rain down around him. As statue of Buddha sits beneath a huge crucifix, Goku reaches behind the Buddha's head and presses the button. The crucifix slides backwards, revealing a secret compartment. Goku looks into the compartment and produces a map, nautical charts, and a Dragon Ball. Goku holds it up.
Da 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 da. Bulma, look! It's a...
He notices Bulma's expression. The priest is dead.
That was him dying.
Okay, I was just checking. He's gone. He mentioned something about a Turtle Island and a Master Roshi.
Goku looks at the nautical charts. It is clearly a map to Turtle Island.
These are directions to Master Roshi's island. We have to go through the desert wasteland to get to the sea. Then, to Turtle Island.
Bulma holds up the Dragon Ball. It has 5 stars on it.
So much death because of these things.
Dissolve 2. Exterior Paozu Village night. Goku and Bulma ride out of town through a majestic canyon silhouetted by the old church, now fully enveloped in flame. A moment later, it crumbles to the ground. Interior Paozu Canyon night. Goku and Bulma have set up camp for the night beside a beautiful waterfall. Bulma produces a capsule and it morphs into a stylish tent.
Oh.
Goku sits on the edge of a rock, staring sadly at the waterfall. Bulma sees how sad Goku is. She gives him a moment, then...
Hey,
Hey,
how you doing?
I'm okay.
How's the chest?
Goku rolls his arm around.
Fine. No pain. Ouch!
Bulma sits down beside him.
We'd better take a look at that bullet wound. Here, let's get that shirt off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Bulma strips off Goku's shirt.
And his dragon pole.
Gently, gently.
Work the shaft.
Oh.
Oh, it gets better.
It does get. I just read what's coming up.
Bulma strips off Goku's shirt, revealing his muscular form. She checks out the physique. Her expression betrays her admiration. She shakes it off and gets to business, inspecting the wound. The bullet barely penetrated the muscle.
You know, in the original cartoon, she also gives him a bath.
Oh, nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a lot like the cartoon.
He's
a
like-
lot more sex.
Dude,
content.
he's like 6 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like in the original, there's a lot of like little boy penis in it. It's pretty crazy.
Like Crayon Shin-chan.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just all over the place.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay. Oh.
It's barely penetrated.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Not a good enough reason to say penetrate.
Incredible. I've never seen anything like that before.
Good answer. Because, I train my body to be hard as a rock.
Yes, I can feel how.
Go ahead, say it. Go ahead, finish that line.
Hard you are. The bullet's still in there. I'll have to get it out before it becomes infected.
Or before it runs out of battery.
Hey-o.
She pulls She pulls a first aid kit from her backpack and starts to tend to his wound, using forceps to dig the bullet out. It is grossing her out.
Just to be clear, yet once again, it's a porno that we're reading. It's,
know-
it's always a porno. It's always a porno.
We forgot
it?
to, we forgot to warn people originally because at the con we were only supposed to go PG-13, but here we kind of granted a little bit more leniency.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well.
Hi, kids.
Hi.
Welcome to the real world.
This is grown up stuff. We're talking about some
Ooh.
penetration and balls. Okay.
All right, back to the show.
Dragon balls.
Wincing in pain. Where'd you learn to shoot like that?
I took special ops as an elective in junior high. What about you? You were pretty impressive back there. Where did you learn to fight?
My grandpa taught me. Trained me all my life.
To fight space demons? Sorry, don't mean to step on another person's beliefs. Whatever gets you through the night, I always say.
If you don't believe me, why are you risking your life to collect them? Is it just for money and fame?
Look, under normal circumstances, I never share my personal feelings with anybody. But since you, well, saved my life, you get special privileges. My father lost his life finding that Dragon Ball. He had a dream of revolutionizing the power industry, and he died trying to do it. I'm just continuing his work. So there it is. That's the deal.
Guess it makes you sad to think about him.
I don't think about him.
Why not?
Because that was in the past. I only think about the future.
She stares sadly off into space. Goku understands. Goku inspects the bandage, checks the movement of his arm.
Thank you for fixing my wound.
Thank you for saving my life.
You're welcome.
They stare at each other. A moment of connection. Bulma smiles at him.
You are such a geek.
Their faces get closer. A moment of chemistry. Then,
She sneezes. Awkwardly. You look really hot.
Chemistry is over. Bulma steps back and looks at Goku, irritated.
Dude, lame pickup lines? Give me a break.
Yeah, you look really nice this evening.
She steps into her tent, shaking her head.
Man, you are weird.
Zip! She zips the opening closed.
Metaphor.
Dissolve 2. Exterior, high plateau, morning. Goku and Bulma's bike sits at the edge of the high plateau overlooking a vast desert wasteland.
There it is. The wasteland. Many have entered, few have returned.
Thanks for the encouraging words, Goku.
Bulma revs the bike and they head off toward the wasteland. Interior, oil tanker, genetics lab, night. Pilaf, Mai, and Sho stroll through the high-tech hall of monstrosities. Pilaf inspects the broken locator.
Hey, they think they can stop us from finding them, destroying them little toys. There are many ways to skin a man.
They walk over to a large metal cage. Something big is in there, hidden in the shadows. We can barely make it out its form. Maya walks over with Bulma's pistol and tosses it through the bars of the cage. Something horrifying emerges from the shadow and sniffs at the pistol.
Yeah, that's it. Get her sent.
The beast lets out an ear-splitting screech. That sounds... yeah, kinda. That sounds like the squealing of a pig mixed with the scraping of metal on stone.
Now, find him.
Pilaf opens the door of the cage, and a hideous 8-foot creature, all teeth and no eyes, bolts out like a cannon shot. This thing would give H.R. Geiger nightmares. Cut 2. Exterior.
One or the other. maybe
My
both.
mother-in-law.
Exterior. Desert wasteland. Day. Bulma stops the bike and consults her locator.
And according to this locator, there's a Dragon Ball 26 miles due east.
She revs the bike and vroom, they're off again. Dissolve 2. Exterior desert wasteland. Day. It is blisteringly hot. We see through a series of dissolves the motorcycle traveling the endless wasteland. Dissolve 2. Exterior desert wasteland. Rock outcropping. Day. The bike nears a cluster of rock outcropping, a kind of monument valley section of the desert. Dessert. Sorry, this is spelled dessert.
It is.
Yeah.
Littered on the ground in increasing frequency are broken and abandoned vehicles and human skeletons. Goku and Bulma look apprehensive about it.
Well, this area doesn't look too inviting.
Smash cut 2. Exterior desert wasteland. Cluster of rocks on a hill. Same. POV. Rocket launcher scope. The crosshairs are trained on the unknowing duo of Dragon Ball hunters. Close on Yamcha, the desert bandit. Mid-20s, ruggedly handsome. A high-tech rocket launcher sits on his right shoulder. A scraggly tabby cat sits on his left.
Look, Poir, a Capsule Z40 collapsible bike. Nice. That would make a nice addition to my collection.
He pulls the trigger. Smash cut 2. Exterior desert wasteland. Rock outcropping. Same. Goku senses something.
Look out!
What?
Turn!
Too late. Whoosh! Boom! Fizzed! A rocket smashes into the ground in front of them. The high impact blows them from their seats. Currents of electricity envelop the bike, killing its power. Goku and Bulma regain their hearing just in time to see Yamcha sailing toward them on a zip line. He lands in front of them and struts over to them with attitude to spare. The wind whips his hair dramatically. What a hunk! Bulma is smitten against her own will.
Damn it.
Like a conditioner commercial.
Lady boner.
Ooh.
She is a lady boner. That's what
She
she
does.
thinks.
She does. Yamcha pulls a futuristic shotgun and levels it at them. Goku and Bulma stand defiant.
Good afternoon, bitches. I'm Yamcha. I'll be your desert bandit today. Please step away from the vehicle and empty your pockets on the ground. All your stuff is now officially mine.
Sorry, handsome. Not happening.
Goku is quietly slipping his toe under a flat rock.
Oh, I digress, Cupcake. You'll either give me your stuff or I'll just take your stuff.
Take this!
As quick as a striking snake, Goku whips the stone at Yamcha with his foot. The stone knocks the shotgun out of Yamcha's hand. Goku attacks, sailing at Yamcha with a wicked kicking combination. Yamcha's no slouch. Yamcha dodges and weaves the combinations like Muhammad Ali. The fight is on. Goku's techniques are fast and powerful. Yamcha's are slick and evasive. In other words, tricky. Yamcha fights with a cocky arrogance.
It's tricky to rock around, to rock around.
It's almost as cool as looking as it is important
totally
as
made for this.
what? Okay, this is weird. It's almost as if looking cool is as important as being effective. I did it. The tide of the battle is turning to Goku. Yamcha is getting his ass kicked. He steps back, regroups, then he prepares to unleash his signature move. He crouches low, hands making downturned claws. He shouts,
Wolf, Fang, Fists!
whoosh! Yamcha is a blur as he lashes out at Goku with a badass hand combination that knocks Goku into a pile of rocks, shattering them. This only pisses Goku off more. He duplicates Yamcha's move with even more power. Crash! Yamcha smashes into the rocks this time. He leaps up, pissed. He spits blood. He is about to attack again when chick chack boom! Bulma fires the shotgun into the air.
Can we lower the testosterone level here, boys?
She levels the gun at Yamcha.
Okay, Desert Bandit. It's your turn to drop your stuff and hit the road.
Yamcha looks horrified.
Look out! Behind you!
Oh, give me a break. If you think I'm gonna fall for...
Swoosh! Bulma is swept off the ground by the clawed feet of the creature. She's lifted skyward. Bulma reacts quickly. She fires a shotgun into the beast's underbelly. Boom! Not much effect. Again, chick check boom! Better effect. The creature drops her. Bulma plummets to the ground.
Chick, check, boom, motherfucker.
What up?
Ooh, Yamcha and Goku rush to catch her. Yamcha is closer. Oomph! He catches her. They land painfully on the ground.
sake.
Yamcha is dazed. Bulma is on top of him in a very suggestive position.
Nice.
The creature attacks again. Yamcha pushes Bulma off of him and attempts to defend himself from the creature. The creature lashes into Yamcha with clawed hands and feet. Yamcha is helpless against the ground. He is getting ripped bloody. He's dead meat for sure when suddenly, whip-pow! Goku roundhouses the shit out of the creature.
What up?
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
whips
that's right.
he whips out the power pole and
Yeah!
begins to beat the holy hell out of the beast with blinding techniques. The creature goes airborne, lashing at Goku with its claws, tearing bloody gashes. Goku leaps in the air and bats the creature like Barry Bonds smacking a home run.
Okay.
Dated reference when this movie came out.
Oh. The creature rockets through the air and crashes into a rocky wall, making a huge crater. The beast falls to the ground dead. Bulma and Yamcha rush to Goku's side. Bulma points to the dead creature.
What the hell is it?
Ugly as hell, I'd say.
Bulma and Goku turn toward Yamcha. Goku brandishes the power pole.
What's it gonna be, bandit?
Hey, what can I say? You saved my life, so I owe you one. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Dissolve 2.
In and out?
Cool.
San Diego.
Interior. Yamcha's lair. Evening. Yamcha lives in a very cozy cave. It is packed with tons of stolen merchandise.
Check it.
Goku, Bulma, and Yamcha sit around an open fire where several large skewered snakes are roasting in a spit. Bulma puts Puar, the cat. Puar?
Poir.
Puar.
Like poir.
Oh. Bulma puts Puar the cat. Pets Puar the cat. Puts her pets on Puar the pet.
Try saying that 3 times fast.
Puar wiggles his way out of Bulma's arms, sneaks up behind her, and quite stealthily pulls her wallet out of her pants. Puar scampers off with the stolen goods. Yamcha pulls the skewer off the fire and starts to gnaw on the roasted snake. Bulma stares at him disgusted. Yamcha offers her a bite.
I don't think so.
Goku is more than happy to chow down on some roasted snake.
Ayo.
Okay, let me get this straight. You guys are on your way to see some kung fu master because what did you call them?
The Nomics.
Oh, sorry, the Namex have returned from space to resurrect a Piccolo. You gotta forgive me, but I really don't follow that geek shit. So, you guys are after my Dragonball?
Look, that's his story, not mine.
Cut to right here.
I'm gonna get it.
I'm just looking for the balls.
I'll bet you are.
Son of a bitch.
That's actually written here.
Yamcha digs in a box full of jewelry and precious stones. He unearths the 4-star Dragon Ball.
Never knew this thing had any worth. So, what do you give me in trade?
I thought you said you owed me.
I owe you my life, not my stuff. So, like I said before, what are you going to give me for it?
You tell me. What do you want?
Yamcha walks over and gets in her face.
What are you offering?
I could offer you a lot. I just don't know if you'd be worth it.
Cupcake, I'm worth anything you have to offer.
Goku leaps in between them with a hint of jealousy showing.
You can have your life back. Give us the ball and you don't owe me anymore. Bleh. Give us the ball and you don't owe me anymore.
Nah, as long as you have Cupcake in tow here, I smell money, and lots of it. This is the deal. I give you the ball and you pay me 7 figures. No strings. Deal?
If money's all you desire, then we have a deal.
Good, because that is all I desire, sister.
Bulma pulls out her checkbook and begins scribbling on a check.
Okay, spell your last name.
Yamcha bursts out in laughter.
Yeah, right. Like I'm gonna take a check from you. Sorry, sister. Cash on the barrelhead is the only way I roll. And just to make sure you don't try to pull a fast one, I'm coming along.
Hey, nobody invited you.
Yamcha starts getting his gear together.
Sorry, kid. Goes with the deal. I have to protect my interest. By the way, where are we going?
We're going to Shippingport.
Rough place. You're gonna need me.
Yamcha swaggers into the next room. Bulma stares at him, barely able to hide her lust. Goku stares after Yamcha jealously. Cut 2. Exterior Yamcha's lair, pre-dawn. Everyone is packing up and preparing for the next leg of the journey. Yamcha notices Goku staring at him. He walks over to him.
Listen, kid. I can tell that you're soft on Cupcake over there. Does that mean that me and you are gonna be butting heads this whole trip?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, right. Listen, if it's any consolation to you, there's only one thing she's got that I'm interested in, and that's money. Far as I'm concerned, she's all yours, kid.
Yamcha, I think you better ride with me.
Sorry, Cupcake. I ride alone.
Yamcha digs through his pile of stolen merchandise and pulls the tarp off of the coolest futuristic ATV ever seen.
Guess it's just you and me, Bulma.
Whatever.
Smash cut to exterior Rocky Canyon Road, early morning. The two cool vehicles zoom through the Rocky Canyon Road. They keep trading off the lead. Yamcha periodically pops wheelies and hot dogs on his ATV. Oh, yeah. No. Interior, dune buggy, same. Bulma's attention is split between her locator and Yamcha. Goku looks at the map.
Look at him. What a show-off.
It looks like Shippingport is close by.
He thinks he's so hot.
To the east.
Look, I'm supposed to be impressed by that childish behavior.
About 20 miles or so.
Yamcha hollers over at him.
Shippingport's about 20 miles due east. Follow me.
Yamcha pops a wheelie and vroom zooms off. Bulma follows.
I hate him.
I like you, Bulma.
Aw, that's sweet, Goku. You're a pal.
Oh, she ruffles Goku's hair like a puppy. Ouch! Dissolve 2, exterior, Shippingport, day. Shippingport is a dirty little fishing town sitting by the sea. The fishing industry has long since dried up. Piracy and vice are its newest driving industries. The two vehicles roll down a filthy street lined with hookers and numerous seedy types. Oh, come on. Sex workers are people, too.
They are. This is disrespectful.
Yeah.
That's not its only problem.
No, it's
No,
really not.
no. Homeless people sleep right on the sidewalk.
Ah, Shippingport. My home away from home.
Jesus, I preferred the wasteland.
We need to find a boat.
Leave it to me. I know just the place.
Smash cut 2. Exterior, the Single Whip Tavern, day. They park their vehicles in front of the seedy-looking bar.
Hey, what is this place? Why don't we just go to the docks and charter a boat from a reputable dealer?
Yamcha laughs at Goku's naivete.
Ah, kid, this is a pirate town. You want to rent a boat, this is the most reputable place.
Suddenly, two thugs burst through the front doors fighting. One thug pulls a pistol and shoots the other one dead. Yamcha casually steps over the corpses of the dead thug and motions for a shocked Goku and Bulma to follow.
You guys coming?
Interior, the single whip cavern, continuous. The trio enter the seedy bar. Everyone looks and turns to them with murderous contempt in their eyes. Yamcha nods to the patrons, and they go back to their business.
Folks around here are kind of suspicious of newcomers. Okay, I'm gonna need some cash. These types don't take checks or credit cards.
Bulma hands Yamcha a small handful of cash.
This is all I have. I seem to have lost my wallet.
Yamcha averts his gaze to Goku.
All right, kid, ante up.
Goku stares at Yamcha, reluctant.
You want to get out to that island, don't you?
Go ahead, Goku. I'll pay you back.
Goku reluctantly hands Yamcha all of his cash. Yamcha counts it out, just a few hundred RMB. Yamcha takes the cash and puts it into a convenient envelope he has just happened to have on him.
This ain't much, but I'll see if I can call in a few favors. You two stay here. Just play it cool. I'll be right back. Oh, and don't look anyone in the eyes or they'll shoot you.
Yamcha walks over to a table filled with some of the slimiest looking creeps you could imagine.
I don't trust him.
Yamcha opens up the envelope and counts out the money for the creeps. He then seals the envelope and sticks it in his back pocket. They negotiate some more.
I say we just leave. We can trade the motorcycle for a boat.
What's with you, Goku? Yamcha's got the situation under control.
Yamcha hands the envelope over to the head scumbag, and he hands Yamcha a set of keys. Yamcha shakes their hands. Deal's closed. He walks back to Bulma and Goku.
I told you, I got a honey of a deal. We'd better hurry.
Exterior shipping port, Pier 12, day. Goku, Bulma, and Yamcha are loading the last of their stuff on the most ramshackle junk in the harbor.
I hope this thing will make it to Turtle Island.
Don't worry, kid. She may look ugly, but she's seaworthy.
An angry voice rings out.
Yamcha, you son of a bitch!
They look down at the pier. It's the scumbag from the bar, headed their way, armed and angry.
Okay, it's time to go.
Yamcha rushes over to the bridge and turns over the engine. It coughs, sputters, belches black smoke, and dies. Gunshots ring out. Wood and debris explode behind him. Goku and Bulma duck.
They're shooting at us!
Yamcha is still trying to turn over the engine.
Shoot back!
Bulma returns fire. The scumbags duck for cover, then rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Machine gun fire. The junk is being ripped to shreds around them.
Hurry up and get that thing started!
Broom! Blah, 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 blah. The engine turns over. Yamcha jams the wheel and pulls out full throttle as machine gun fire continues to shred the deck around them. Soon, they leave the scumbags behind at the pier. The head scumbag holds up the envelope filled with blank scraps of paper.
Yamcha, you thieving bastard! You're dead! You hear me? You're dead! All of you are dead!
Soon, the junk is well out to sea. Bulma turns to Yamcha.
You ripped them off.
Little trick I call the switch. Hey, they were thieves. I grifted them. They got what they deserved.
Yeah, but you grifted us too!
Yamcha smiles and pulls out the envelope.
Oh, that? Hey, I was gonna give you the money back. Really?
Bulma snatches the envelope from Yamcha.
You are a thief and a liar and a
You don't have to say any more, Cupcake. I know you want me.
Bulma smacks Yamcha, then storms below deck, leaving Goku glaring at Yamcha.
Better make your move quick, kid, 'cause she's all over me.
This is like if a bottle of Mountain Dew and a Harlequin romance had a kid, and that kid was a stroke victim.
Oh, man.
Yes, all of that is an accurate description. You are correct.
Dissolve too.
Extreme!
Exterior. Turtle Island, morning. An eerie morning mist covers the island as the old junk sails slowly to the shore. The setting is mystic, ethereal. Goku is particularly affected.
This is it. The realm of the last great master.
The old junk pulls into a rickety old pier. Goku, Yamcha, and Bulma leap off and head to shore. Yamcha ties the junk to the pier. They stroll cautiously into the mist-covered shore. Bulma pulls her locator.
There's a Dragon Ball on this island.
Suddenly, a figure slowly appears from the mist. They all stop, ready for anything. Then, an eccentric old coot, that mid-70s, saunters into view. He wears baggy Bermuda shorts, a colorful Hawaiian shirt, and sunglasses. He carries a box full of trinkets.
Welcome to Turtle Island.
Yes,
He
the
rushed-
food is here.
He rushes over and places flower leis around their necks.
Well, We don't get many visitors here, but when we always try to be prepared.
It's Dave Chappelle.
He pulls out a box of trinkets and begins pulling them from the box for display.
Can I interest you in some rare Turtle Island collectibles? We have Turtle Island sunglasses, Turtle Island watches, Turtle Island cup holders, and of course you can't forget the soon-to-be famous Turtle Island t-shirt, one size fits all.
He admires Bulma.
Well, I suppose you're eager to slip into a string bikini and hit the beach for a little sun.
Ew.
We're here to see the Master Roshi.
Ah, Master Roshi, the most powerful master of martial arts. The last of the great masters. The mighty manipulator of elements. Well, you're in luck. That's me.
Goku, Yamcha, and Bulma stare at him like, you gotta be kidding me.
You gotta be kidding me.
Skeptical, are you? Then watch this.
Roshi breaks into an elaborate martial arts form that ends with him throwing a kick. His slipper flies off of his foot and conks him in the head.
New flip-flops. I haven't broken them in yet.
How do we know you're Master Roshi?
Roshi points to a large boulder nearby.
If I weren't Master Roshi, would I be able to levitate that boulder? Huh? Well,
Well, go ahead and levitate it.
what do you take me for? A show-off?
Come on, Yamcha, Goku, let's go.
She pulls out her locator and starts to walk off. Goku and Yamcha follow.
Goku! Why, you're Gohan's boy.
Goku stops and turns around.
You knew my grandpa?
Of course, I know Gohan. He was my best student. How's that young nipper these days?
He's dead.
Roshi turns serious.
Oh, my. That's sad news indeed. If you're here and he's gone, that can only mean one thing.
Goku nods his head gravely.
It's true.
You're here to collect that money I owed him.
No! The Namek Jins have returned.
I thought you were going to collect, well, why did you just say the Namchek Jins have returned?
Yes. Didn't you sense their presence?
Why, yes. I'm sensing it now. It's coming to me real evil. Yep, that's them, all right. Oh, we've got to prepare for battle. Follow me.
Roshi heads up the beach.
Come on, Goku, Yamcha. You too, Bulma.
Bulma turns around.
Hey, I never told you my name. How did you know?
The knowledge of all things is in the ether. The knowledgeable can pluck it from the heavens like fruit.
Roshi turns and heads off down the beach with the bearing of a wise sage.
That was deep.
She heads off down to the beach after Goku, Yamcha, and Roshi. We see on the back of her jacket, in big university letters, the name Bulma.
Even better, it's big varsity letters.
Oh, yeah. Hey, they're big varsity letters. Exterior, Kame House, establishing morning. It is a very typical Midwestern-looking house. On the side of it is painted Kame House. Roshi, Yamcha, Goku, and Bulma enter.
Welcome to Kami House, the training ground of martial arts masters.
Interior, Kame House, living room, continuous. The inside looks like a typical family home, minus a woman's touch. It's kind of messy. They enter the living room. A young teen, 16, muscular, bald, sits eating popcorn and watching the World Martial Arts Tournament on TV.
This is my new student, Krillin.
No.
Krillin, I'd like you to meet Bulma, Yamcha, and Goku.
Krillin turns around and gives the thumbs up to them. He smiles at Goku. Goku smiles back. They instantly like each other. Roshi leads them into his den.
This way, you two, we'll consult the Great Master's Handbook.
Interior Kame House, Roshi's den continuous. Roshi's den is even messier than the rest of the house. It is plastered with posters of the aerobics women. Hot chicks in leotards doing exercises.
The aerobics women.
The aerobics women.
Why wasn't I in that cult?
Okay.
Roshi looks around puzzled.
Now, where did I put that book?
Goku instinctively points to an old chest nearly hidden beneath a pile of junk.
Maybe it's in there.
Ah, yes, my old chest. Good call, young fella.
Roshi opens it up and begins to dig through it. Girly magazines fly out.
Ew.
Turtle Island collectibles fly out. A 3-star Dragon Ball flies out. Roshi keeps digging, seemingly oblivious to the treasure he's just unearthed.
Whoa!
Ah, here it is. The Great Master's Handbook.
Roshi pulls out an old book. He begins leafing through it, making little humming noises to himself. Goku and Bulma inspect the Dragon Ball. Yamcha leafs through a girly magazine.
Here we are. It says here, when the Namex return, one master must find and protect 7 Dragon Balls, while the rest must defend the world from the invaders.
Grandpa designated me as protector of the Dragon Ball.
Then that is your destiny, young Goku. You must collect and protect them. I, as the last master, will do battle with the Piccolo. That is, if they're able to resurrect him, mind you. There's no telling where the Dragon Balls could be. They could be anywhere.
He notices the Dragon Ball in Bulma's hand.
Hey, you have one. Where'd you get that?
It's yours. You just dug it out of that box.
Well, how about that? Now all we have to do is find 6 more.
2 more. We already have 5.
Wow! What a team. You guys are on top of things. Now all we have to do is collect the rest and get to the shrine of the eternal dragon before the eclipse. For when the darkness comes, the Uzaru will rise from the darkness and...
Oh, give me a break! If I hear one more word about demons or monsters from outer space, I'm gonna bust!
Bulma flies off into a full-blown rant.
The world wasn't destroyed by demons from outer space.
Well, technically, the Demon Piccolo didn't actually do the destroying.
Whatever! The world was destroyed by the shifting of tectonic plates. A natural phenomenon. There's nothing magical about it. These Dragon Balls are nothing more than some undiscovered sources of power, not unlike plutonium or uranium when they were first discovered. They are merely something that has not been figured out yet. Okay? But rather than see the future, lesser minds just can't bear to let go of their romanticized primitive belief that these things are some kind of mythic objects of magical power. There's a scientific answer for everything, people. And the only monsters you have to worry about are the assholes from greedy rival corporations that will stop at nothing to get their hands on my father's discovery.
Here, here. Daddy's discovery. Gotta make that money.
Then why did you call them Dragon Balls?
Because it's easier to say than orbicular metamorphic anomalies.
Bulma storms out of the room, slamming the door behind her. Goku and Roshi stare at the door.
Feisty, that one.
She lost her father.
She lost her head.
Ah, very sad. But it'll be much sadder if Piccolo was resurrected. The fate of the world is in our hands.
Here, here. Fate of the world. Gotta save it.
Well, we leave first thing in the morning.
Dissolved to interior oil tanker genetics lab later, Pilaf examines the corpses of the hideous creature like a loving pet owner.
Pilaf.
Pilaf.
Who was powerful enough to kill you?
Pilaf begins to scan the wound on the creature's head, and with a high-tech looking device, the double helix patterns of DNA appear on the device's screen. One particular code locks in. Pilaf's expression changes. He has a look in his eye like, now it's all clear.
I know who you are. I should have expected as much. You are powerful indeed.
Then how do we battle them, sir?
We don't. We make them defeat themselves.
A technician enters.
Oh, does that mean that might be me?
Yeah, I think so.
It's totally me. Sir, the locator is repaired.
Pilaf returns to Mai.
You find the next Dragon Ball, then let them come to you.
Smash cut 2, interior, junk, middle of the ocean, day. Yamcha is at the helm. Roshi stands on the bow, staring straight ahead. He looks like he's in a trance. Goku and Bulma join him.
Well, which way?
Roshi points majestically to the horizon.
I sense there's a Dragon Ball in that direction.
That's the direction we just came from. According to my locator, the nearest Dragon Ball is due west. Set your course due west.
Yamcha sets the autopilot, then comes down and joins them.
Good thing she has that locator.
Locators? Back in my day, we used our senses. We could feel the energy of them.
Well, thank goodness we're not back in your day, because we'd be heading back to Turtle Island right now. Quit living in the past, Gramps.
Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it.
Past? Future? What difference does it make? You can't live in the past and you're not promised a future, so why sweat it? Enjoy life now.
Yamcha, you were talking about the end of the world there, and the end of everything you've ever known, and everything you will know.
Big deal. It's got to end someday. But until that day comes, I'm going to get mine.
God, you are so shallow.
And you're so rock-headed.
Jerk.
Nag.
Hey, you two! Hey, get a room, you two!
Dissolved to exterior Winding Mountain Pass evening, a caravan of gypsies are making their way through the Winding Mountain Pass. Colorful horse-drawn wagons advertise palm readings, love potions, tarot card readers, and the mystic orb of power, a Dragonball. A young girl of no more than 10 sits in the lead wagon next to her mother. Both of them wear colorful dresses and shawls. Their wagon rounds a bend, and there, standing in front of them, is Mai. She smiles at them sadistically. Exterior, middle of the sea, evening. A thick fog blankets the sea. Visibility is low. Bulma is in the bridge navigating. On the deck, Goku and Roshi start training.
I will continue your training where Gohan left off. Is that his power pole on your back?
Yes, it is.
Hand it to me.
Goku hands the pole to Roshi. Roshi brandishes it like a pro. He spins it over his head a couple of times.
This pole is more powerful than you know. By force of your will in concentrating your chi, you can make this pole extend to unlimited length.
Yeah. Dick jokes for days, y'all.
Can you
Say it. Say it.
can you do it, Master Roshi?
Of course I can. You must brandish the pole like this.
He holds the pole in a thrust position.
You concentrate your chi, and then you say, power pole extend.
Nothing.
Power pole extend.
Still nothing.
Okay.
Roshi looks embarrassed for a moment, then.
Okay, training's over. Let's play ball.
So, pitch or catch?
Oh,
Oh, shit.
oh no.
One out of every 5 minutes, okay.
Roshi pulls out a colorful ball painted with the yin-yang symbol. He spins it on his finger like a Harlem Globetrotter.
Ball?
Not just any kind of ball. Come catch. It was all the rage back in my day. Here's how you do it.
He holds the ball at his hips, arms bowed.
Embrace the ball.
He thrusts his hands forward.
Throw the ball. Now you do it.
Goku follows Roshi's lead. He embraces the ball and tosses it. The ball hits Roshi in the chest and nearly knocks him down.
So he pitches and catches.
Ah, that's the ticket.
Yes, he does.
He tosses it back. The two toss the ball back and forth, laughing like kids. Dissolve to exterior rocky shore day. Goku, Bulma, Yamcha, and Roshi are paddling to the shore in a small boat. The junk is anchored further out of the sea, and there is not a dock to be found. As a matter of fact, there is nothing to be found as far as the eye can see. Once on shore, they unpack the boat. Roshi does his trance-like thing again.
I sense a Dragon Ball in that direction.
Bulma consults her locator.
According to this, there's 126 miles due east.
That direction too.
How are we going to get there? The bike and the ATVs are back in shipping port.
Why, back in my day, we would travel by a flying nimbus, a great cloud of energy that soared through the skies only the strongest and the purest of heart could ride.
Bulma pulls another one of her capsules from her backpack.
Well, since we're not back in your day, let me show you what everyone's going to get around on in the future.
She activates the capsule and it transforms into the coolest dune buggy you've ever seen.
The Capsule P-48 nitrogen-fueled Rough Rider, the state-of-the-art in off-road transportation. Available next May at an authorized capsule dealership near you.
You have all the cool toys.
I know.
They all pile into the dune buggy and vroom, they're off.
Like that bullet.
Exterior, Winding Mountain Pass, morning. The dune buggy, I guess, traverses the winding road. Interior dune buggy. Bulma checks her locator.
We should be close. A few 100 kilometers that way.
From the direction she points, we see black smoke rising from the distance.
That doesn't look good.
Dissolve 2, exterior, winding mountain pass, gypsy massacre, morning.
Oh, God.
The vehicle pulls up on the smoldering remains of the gypsy caravan. They get out of their vehicles and pull weapons. Bulma, her pistol, Yamcha, his shotgun, Goku, his power pole. They proceed cautiously into the carnage. Men, women, children, all slaughtered. Bulma reads her locator.
This is sick. Who could have done this?
The Nomics.
Corporations often hire mercenaries to do their dirty work.
This ain't the work of mercs.
Shh! I hear something.
A faint scuffling is heard. Goku points just beyond the area where Roshi is standing.
It came from that direction.
Let's go quietly, cautiously.
He begins to push them all ahead of him.
That's some master you dug up there.
Quiet!
Yamcha makes a zipping my lips gesture. They get closer to the sound. Tension mounts. Closer. Weapons are raised. It's coming from beneath the body. Yamcha pulls the body away, revealing the little gypsy girl, Suno. Please don't kill me. Bulma, Roshi, and Yamcha instantly rush to the young girl's aid. For some reason, Goku keeps his distance.
It's okay. We won't hurt you.
What happened?
Bad people came and killed everyone. They wanted this. The young girl unwraps a piece of colorful silk cloth, and inside of it, the 7-star Dragon Ball. Mommy gave me the ball, and I just ran and hid, and they... She breaks down into tears. Bulma hugs her.
It's okay, honey. We'll take care of you. What's your name?
My name is Suno. It means snow.
Don't care. Give me the Dragon Ball.
Dissolve 2, montage. Our heroes travel hundreds of miles through. Exterior, dangerously narrow mountain ledges, dusk. The tires of the dune buggy straddle precariously on the rocky ledges, threatening to drop them thousands of feet to their death. Suno is an inquisitive child. She grills them with questions. My mommy taught me all about Piccolo and the Great Prophecy. Are you all great masters?
No, I'm the only great master here.
Are you gonna kill Piccolo?
If I can. My powers aren't what they used to be. But back in my day, woohoo! I could ride the flying Nimbus and unleash techniques so powerful.
As Roshi rambles on, we dissolve to exterior snow-covered peaks, day. They've abandoned the vehicle and are all now traveling on foot. Goku carries Suno on his back. So, you're the projector of the Dragon Balls? Goku is uncharacteristically unfriendly. It's as if he can sense something is not quite right about the young girl.
Yes.
Where do you keep them?
In a case in my backpack.
You're really strong. Do you think you can beat Piccolo if he comes?
I don't know. You shouldn't ask too many questions, Suno.
I'm sorry. Bulma sure is pretty. You and her remind me of my mommy and daddy. Dissolve to exterior raging rivers, dawn. They are crossing through rapids. The water is up to their hips. Suno rides on Yamcha's back. So, you don't care about Piccolo and the prophecy?
I'll worry about it if it happens.
And Bulma's gonna give you a lot of money?
Why do you want to know, kid? You want a cut or something?
Dissolve to exterior rainforest campsite night. The crew has set up camp for the evening. They gather around a fire and plan their strategy.
According to my locator, the 6th ball is 2 days away. What about the 7th?
Well, it's obvious that the 7th ball was the one stolen from you. As long as we can get to the Dragon Temple and that the Nomics will show up with the 7th, then we'll set up a trap and take the 7th Dragon Ball. We'll summon the dragon and wish the Nomics away.
And what kind of trap are you talking about specifically?
Haven't figured that one out yet.
We're doomed.
That is, if your prophecy is true.
Still not a believer, Bulma, after all you've seen?
Well, I'll admit the stuff I've seen has got me thinking. But until I see this Piccolo and this dragon with my own eyes, I'm going to be skeptical. It's my nature.
So, who's gonna do this dragon summoning?
I'll summon the dragon. It's my destiny.
Yamcha yawns and unrolls his blanket.
Sounds like a plan to me. The only thing I'm gonna be summoning is a nice big check, courtesy of Cupcake here.
No, you didn't take checks. Everybody gets ready for bed. Bulma opens one of her capsules and a cozy tent pops out.
Sorry, boys. Tent's just for the girls. And no peeking.
Don't flatter yourself, sister.
Bulma stares at Yamcha, eyes narrowed. Then she walks over to Goku and kisses him on the cheek.
Good night, Goku.
She walks over and kisses Roshi on the cheek.
Good night, Master Roshi.
Woohoo! Now that brings back memories.
She walks over to Yamcha and turns her nose up at him. Then she and Suno enter the tent. Yamcha look over at Goku.
Like I said before, you can have her.
Interior Bulma's tent night. The inside of the tent is girly to the max. Lots of pink everywhere. She climbs under the covers. Suno joins her. Bulma hands her a teddy bear. Then she takes her pistol, loads it, and slides it under the pillow. What's that for?
It's for some skank that ripped me off. I have a bullet with her name on it.
For an instant, Suno's eyes narrow. Then, what's a skank?
You're too young to know.
And with that, Bulma turns off the light and she goes to sleep. I'll show you who's a skank, bitch.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dissolve. Dissolve to exterior, the village of Oxford. Day. Oxford. Our heroes emerge from a thick fog. As the fog clears, they find themselves entering the town of Oxford. It is a place unlike anything we've seen so far. A civilization at the end of the world. The houses look like a rural, third-world community. It's as if the sun abandoned this once thriving mining town. The place is like a ghost town. Storefronts are boarded up. Curtains are drawn. Shutters closed. Nary a soul is on the street. Garbage and debris blows through the streets like tumbleweeds. They enter cautiously. Bulma consults her locator.
There's definitely a Dragon Ball in this town.
Where is everybody?
This town is dead, man.
They round a corner and see something really disturbing. On a wall, painted in drippy red paint, are the word, "Cursed."
Well, that's not a good sign.
Suddenly, a voice rings out. Who are you? What are you doing here? Goku and Yamcha leap in front of the others. They cop fighting stances. They find themselves facing the biggest man they've ever seen. The Ox King, 40s. Bearded, nearly 7 feet tall. He looks like a Viking crossed with a sheik. The Ox King wields a large axe with menacing ease. Are you the opportunists? Thieves? Here to take advantage of our misfortune.
No, we're not. But I suggest you drop that axe.
Yeah, drop the axe, Porky, or you're gonna get your ass kicked.
The Ox King spins the axe over his head like a propeller. The only place I'll drop this axe is on your heads. He swings the axe down with enough force to split a redwood. In a flash of light, Roshi leaps in front of Goku and Yamcha with his hand raised. The Ox King stops in mid-swing. The axe just inches from Roshi's outstretched hand.
Stop it, Ox!
The Ox King drops to his knees and bows his head in reverence. Master, forgive me. Goku, Yamcha, Bulma, and Suno look at each other, then at Master Roshi with new eyes. Cut to interior, the Ox King's home. Later. The Ox King's home is poor but comfortable. There is definitely a woman's touch to the macho guy's home. Seifu Roshi, it's been a long time. You look well, very young.
As young as I could for a man of 2,000 years old.
You don't look a day older than 1,000. Goku, Bulma, and Yamcha watch these two men talk like fans at a tennis game.
It seems as though dark times have fallen on your little hamlet here.
Dark times indeed. And your being here with Gohan's boy is a sign that dark times may befall us all. Are the signs true?
I'm afraid so. The Namex have come to resurrect their king. So what's going on here?
The Ox King looks grim. His voice lowers. It was 3 weeks ago today that it arrived. The Oolong, the beast. And every night since, it takes one of this town's daughters.
3 weeks. That's when Grandpa was killed.
When the Dragon Balls fall into evil hands, dark things awaken.
Grim silence.
So, why don't you leave?
Many have tried and all have failed. Their bodies hung in the middle of town as a warning. We are prisoners here.
Then fight!
We cannot fight what we cannot touch, for the Oolong is not a beast as much as it is a wraith. A wretched spirit filled with malice toward the living. It leaves by sucking souls. from the most innocent of us. Bulma hugs Suno. I fear my daughter may be next. I keep her hidden so that the oolong will not see her. He calls to her, Chi-Chi, bring it here. The door to the next room opens and in walks the purest, most beautiful young girl in the world. It's you! Goku looks like he's just seen an angel. Meet Chi-Chi, 17. In her hand she carries the 7-star Dragon Ball. I know that this is what you came for, and you can have it. Your mission is more important than saving just one town, but... Sifu, you have trained me to be strong, but I am not strong enough to defeat this evil. Only a great master can... Sifu, please help us. I don't want to lose my daughter. Chi-Chi walks over and embraces her father. Everyone is moved by the Ox King's touching plea. Roshi walks over and places a hand on the Ox King's shoulder.
My friend, I am old and not as strong as I used to be. There's no guarantee that I could defeat the oolong either. Let me sleep on it.
Then be our guests for dinner. Chi-Chi looks over at Goku. Goku at Chi-Chi. The chemistry is instant and real. Bulma notices this too, and is a little off-put at not being the center of attention.
I'm the hot one then.
Not anymore.
Dissolved to exterior, the village of Oxford, dusk. The sun is starting to set in this gloomy town. An ominous wind howls through the streets. Interior, the Ox King's home, evening. Everyone sits around the dining room table. The room is lit by candlelight. Chi-Chi sets the last of the food on the table, then sits down next to Goku. Bulma sits on the other side. Goku and Chi-Chi can't take their eyes off of each other. Everyone notices. The Ox King raises his glass. To my new friends and brighter times.
Here, here.
They all raise their glasses, then dig in.
Goku, could you pass me the potatoes?
Sure.
Goku takes the bowl of mashed potatoes and serves Chi-Chi several heaping spoonsful, way more than she could probably eat.
That's plenty, Goku.
No, you need more.
Thank you.
I'd like some potatoes too, Goku.
Goku continues to smile at Chi-Chi.
I'd like some too, Goku.
Goku hands Bulma the bowl without even looking at her. Bulma looks indignant. Yamcha is loving it. He smirks at her. She flashes him an ugly look. Chi-Chi notices all of this too.
I really like your hair, Bulma.
What, this mess?
I think it's beautiful. As a matter of fact, you're probably the prettiest girl I've ever seen.
Bulma blushes, then smiles at Chi-Chi.
Thank you. You're pretty hot yourself.
The ice is broken. Smiles all around the table.
Yay! That's all it took. But realistically, no, it would be pages and pages of like looks at each other and things said behind backs.
Yeah, it'd be more
Probably.
like, I like your beard. Only you could pull that off.
Oh my God, your outfit's so cute. Did your mom make it for you?
Yeah. Anywho.
Quite the diplomat, your daughter.
Suddenly, an ear-splitting wail sounds from outside, like the sound of a squealing pig mixed with a squeaking chalk. The Ox King instantly blows out all the candles. He grabs Chi-Chi, and they duck to the floor. Get down, everybody! Don't say a word! Don't breathe! It's come early tonight. They all drop to the floor, quiet, not moving, frightened. Then they hear it, a deep, unsettling breathing like the sniffing of an animal searching for prey. It gets louder and louder. Goku looks toward the front door. Goku's POV, we see the crack at the bottom of the door, the outside. Suddenly, a shadow, like a billowing, unsubstantial cloth. The oolong is right outside. The shadow stops, moves closer to the door. The breathing noise stops. Dead silence. Just the sound of our hero's breath. Then, whoosh! It jets away. A beat then. The distant scream of a woman's voice.
No! Please, leave her alone! No!
The Ox King and Chi-Chi put their hands over their ears. Goku can't stand it anymore. He leaps up and grabs his power pole.
Goku, no!
Goku bolts out of the front door. Exterior, the village of Oxford. Streets, night. Goku stand in the middle of the deserted street, weapon in hand, burning with anger.
Come and fight, demon! Come fight me!
That horrible shriek again. Then the shadow blows past Goku like a phantom freight train, knocking Goku unconscious. Blackout.
Ow.
Fade in. Interior, the Ox King's home. Chi-Chi's room later. Goku wakes up. His vision is blurred as his focus returns. The first thing he sees is Chi-Chi sitting beside him, mopping his brow with a wet cloth. As his focus returns completely, he sees that everyone is around him.
Are you okay, Goku?
I'm fine. What happened?
You've marked our home as next on the Oolong's list. That's what you did. The Ox King storms out of the room, slamming the door behind him.
Could you excuse us, Chi-Chi?
Chi-Chi gets up and departs. Roshi turns to Goku sternly.
Well, young man, you've lain a moral dilemma on my hands.
I couldn't just lay there and let that thing snatch another girl.
But snatch another girl he did, and you did nothing but mark the Ox King as next on his list.
Goku hangs his head in shame.
So now we have to ask ourselves, do we stay in battle with the Oolong or continue our mission? The Ox King is still willing to depart with his Dragon Ball. But know this, if we save the town and are unable to defeat the Namex, we will have accomplished is delaying the inevitable. The town will fall and the whole planet. But as a great master, it's my decision to make. But first, I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. Goku?
I say we stay and fight.
Yamcha?
Look, ordinarily, I would have had that ball and been out of here a long time ago. At least I hope that says here, because it says her in the script.
I would have had her.
Yeah, I would have had that ball and been out of her a long time ago. But I'm with Goku on this one. I'm not the kind of guy who likes to lay around and let shit happen. I say we go down there and kick the crap out of that thing.
Bulma?
I've been doing some thinking. If this... I can't believe I'm going to say this. If this prophecy is true, isn't there some mention of a destroyer? The,
Uzaru?
Right, the Uzaru. Now, according to what you've told me, you guys have no idea where it came from, how it got here, etc. What's to say that this thing isn't the Uzaru? I mean, Oolong? Uzaru? This thing showed up 3 weeks ago just after Goku's grandfather was killed by a beast. Coincidence or not?
Everybody ponders what Bulma just said. It's clear that they never looked at it like that before.
It's because I'm the smartest one. Who's to say that this isn't part of our mission? Part of what we are supposed to do? I think we should fight.
Master Roshi paces back and forth thinking.
We will fight the Oolong. I just pray that we haven't doomed the world.
Smash cut 2. Exterior, the village of Oxford. Day. Goku, Roshi, Bulma, and Yamcha stroll down the street like gunslingers on their way to the OK Corral. Yeah. The Ox King, Chi-Chi, and Suno are behind them. They walk to the entrance of a mine shaft.
Chef.
This is the entrance to Oolong's lair. Bulma and Yamcha lock and load their guns. Goku whips out his power pole.
He always whips it out.
Oh, yeah.
Keep it in your pants, Goku.
Those weapons will do you no good against the Oolong.
Then what are we supposed to kill it with? Bad intentions?
We must use the power of light to defeat the beast.
Yeah, but how much light are we going to find in a mine?
Sometimes you must know total darkness to find the light within you.
I think I got that same fortune cookie.
I have something that might help.
She pulls out a metal canister.
What's that?
It's a fuel cell from the Rough Rider. Liquid nitrogen. I figure we could make his insubstantial form substantial.
Brilliant, Bulma. I've never thought of that.
I bet you will in the future.
A point made. Okay, let's go.
The quartet of demon fighters enter the mine. Good luck to you all! Smash cut 2. Interior mineshaft day. As they descend to the shaft, the light becomes dimmer and dimmer until they are in darkness. Woof! Bulma turns on the powerful flashlight. We see an ancient Starbucks, crumbled and ruined. Then we see the ruins of Krispy Kreme donut shop.
Oh, God, no!
Oh,
Damn dirty apes.
oh no.
You killed me.
Human skeletons clutch fossilized donuts, then a gap and a pottery
Oh,
barn.
God, not the pottery barn!
They are in the ancient ruins of a shopping mall.
This place is giving me the creeps.
They descend further and further. There is a sound. Bats. They head on. They enter a large cavern. That is Dripping with water,
Down by the river.
they slosh through black mud, bat guano, and human bodies. Bulma shines the light around. The floor is littered with human bodies, dried, shriveled like ancient mummies, some of them still in colorful dresses.
I think we just found the town's daughters.
It's like he drained them of their entire essence.
Oh, God, I think I'm going to be sick.
Suddenly, that bone-chilling shriek! The light flickers and dims. It starts to strobe like a bad fluorescent bulb. That sniffing noise. It seems like it's coming from all around them. They form a circle, back-to-back encircling.
Okay, you three try to subdue it. Then, when I say now, get out of the way.
And what are you going to be doing until you say now?
Preparing to kill the beast.
Yeah, right. Like you were gonna levitate that rock?
Quiet! Don't underestimate Master Roshi.
The shadow passes them, then appears in front of them. Huge, billowy, formless. The hint of a grotesque pig face is barely evident in its shadowy form. It attacks. Goku lashes out at it with his power pole, and it hits nothing. The claw forms and becomes substantial. It swings at Bulma and knocks the light from her hand. Roshi backs up into the shadow, and as the light flickers and strobes, creating an eerie strobe light effect, the action seems like chaos. Yamcha blasts at it with his shotgun. No effect. The claw becomes substantial. Whoopah! It knocks Yamcha across the cave. Bulma opens up the liquid nitrogen. Psst. She sprays it onto the shadow, and for a moment that area becomes substantial. Goku makes his move. Wham! He blasts the creature with a powerful blow into the substantial portion. The oolong lets out a piercing screech, then it disappears and reappears behind them. Swoosh! Pow! It smacks Bulma, knocking the liquid nitrogen out of her hand and sending her flying across the cave, landing painfully on her back. Yamcha and Goku both lash into the shadowy form, punching, slashing, kicking, and hitting. Nothing. Whap! Pow! Yamcha and Goku are hit with devastating blows. Then the oolong sweeps over to Bulma. The shadowy form straddles her. Its hideous pig-like head moves closer to her face, then sucks. Bulma fights and strains. It's clear that she's in great pain. Then we see her spirit being pulled away from her body. She continues to fight. Her face gradually starts to shrivel.
Toss the canister!
Yamcha picks up the liquid nitrogen canister. Goku brandishes his power pole.
Hey, Oolong!
The beast looks up just in time to see Yamcha toss the liquid nitrogen at it and...
Power pole, extend!
The power pole elongates like a rocket and punctures the canister. Kaboom! The liquid nitrogen explodes in the creature's face, turning a large part of it substantial. The creature freezes in motion. Then a voice rings out.
Now!
They look up and see Master Roshi enveloped in white light. His shirt starts to rip off of his body as powerful muscles bulge underneath. His chest is covered with an ornate tattoo.
Mom.
The same.
It's like ornate mom.
The same tattoo we saw on the collector's card of the Nameless. He stands in a familiar pose, hands pulled to his hips, Kame catch style. Between his palms is a glowing ball of white energy. He embraces the ball. Goku snatches Yamcha and Bulma and dives for cover as Roshi unleashes the ball.
Kamehameha!
A titanic blast of energy explodes from his hands. It envelops the oolong and it disintegrates it. The oolong is dead. Goku stares in awe.
It's just a kami. The Kamehameha wave.
Master Roshi collapses to the ground, weakened from the blast. Unfortunately, the Kamehameha wave was so powerful that it starts the mind to cave in.
Gotta go now.
Roshi shrinks back to his old man size. Goku tosses him over his shoulder, and they run like nobody's business. The mind is collapsing at their heels.
Faster!
They turn up the speed as the collapsing tunnels get closer and closer. The entrance is near. Daylight up ahead. Closer, closer. Rocks start to pelt them in the head. Almost there, and they dive for sunlight just as the whole mine collapses behind them. Exterior. The village of Oxford. Day. They look behind them to see a titanic sinkhole and size of a small town form behind them. Goku, Bulma, and Yamcha look like they've been through hell. They turn around and see the townspeople of Oxford all standing behind them. Is it? Goku nods his head.
The Oolong is dead.
A raucous cheer goes up from the crowd. Celebration, jubilation. But Goku, Bulma, Yamcha, and the Ox King look on with sadness. Roshi is in bad shape, near death. The Ox King picks the old man up in his arms like a child and carries him through the crowd. They grow quiet in respect for the injured master. Dissolve 2. Exterior, the village of Oxford, night. A block party is in full swing as the citizens of Oxford are free to enjoy the night once again. Dissolve 2. Interior, the Ox King's home. Chi-Chi's room, night. Roshi is unconscious in Chi-Chi's bed. Everyone gathers around. The Ox King is tending to Roshi. He will be fine after he regains his strength. The Kamehameha wave took a lot out of him. He turns to Goku. I guess you're all the master now. The quest is in your hands now, young Goku. Goku drops to his knees and takes Roshi's hand. Everyone takes the cue to adjourn to the next room.
Master Roshi, what will I do now? How will I face Piccolo?
Interior, the Ox King's home, living room, same.
Wow. Who'd have thought the old coot had it in him? That was, by far, the single most badass thing I've ever seen.
The question is, how do we fight the Namex without him?
We just fight. So far, we've been kicking ass and taking names. I mean, after all we have to do is run interference while Goku goes down, calls up the dragon, makes a couple of wishes, and bam! No more Namex. No more Piccolo. Then you and me take the Dragon Balls, create that new energy you've been talking about. After that, we get stinking, dirty, low-down, filthy, rich, and buy lots and lots of stuff.
He looks at Bulma affectionately. For the first time, he lets his true feelings show.
Then maybe, me and you could go and do a little hangout thing at a tropical island or something. What do you think?
Bulma smiles sweetly at Yamcha.
Mr. Desert Bandit, are you inviting me to vacation with you?
Yeah, something like that.
Yamcha and Bulma stare at each other. The connection has finally been made. Then, but Bulma, after Goku makes his wish, the Dragon Balls will disappear and scatter all over the world again. This snaps Bulma out of her romantic haze. Bulma didn't know this. She looks at Yamcha.
Did you know this?
Yamcha throws up his hands.
Hey, I don't follow this kind of stuff.
She turns to the Ox King.
Is this true?
I'm afraid so.
That means, if this prophecy is indeed true, I'm screwed!
Hey, we still have a deal though, right?
Oh, shut up! All this time, somebody could have told me.
At that moment, Goku walks into the room. He assumes the mantle of leader.
We should rest up. We leave first thing in the morning.
Bulma glares at Goku. On Suno, she smiles. Cut to exterior, the village of Oxford, morning. Goku, Bulma, Yamcha are all packed and ready to go. The Ox King has given them all horses to ride. Continue east through the bamboo forest, then across the plain of sighs. It all will lead you to the dragon's temple. We will look after Sifu Roshi and Suno until you get back. Godspeed to you all! Bulma hugs the Ox King, Chi-Chi, and Suno. Yamcha gives them a wink and the gun. Chi-Chi gives Goku an extra long hug and a kiss on the cheek.
Goodbye, Goku. Until we meet again.
Goodbye.
They head off down the road. The Ox King stands in the middle of the road, flanked by Suno and Chi-Chi, waving goodbye. The townspeople bid them a hero's farewell as they ride off on their steeds. On Suno, she stares darkly from behind the Ox King's leg, then smiles wickedly. Exterior, forest of greenwood, night. Montage, we see images of them riding hard through the beautiful green forest. At one point, it starts to rain. End montage. Interior, the Ox King's home. Chi-Chi's room, day. The Ox King and Chi-Chi are tending to Roshi. Chi-Chi, have Suno bring more herbs from the pantry.
Okay.
Chi-Chi walks into the other room.
Suno? Suno!
No answer. She walks around looking for the child. Then she sees the front door swinging open. She steps outside. Exterior, the village of Oxford, day. It's raining outside. Chi-Chi looks around for Suno.
Suno!
Suddenly, vroom! The jet-like aircraft roars overhead. Smash cut 2. Exterior, forest of greenwood, day. Goku, Bulma, and Yamcha are riding through the rain-soaked forest. Bomcha is Bomcha. Bomcha.
Oh yeah.
That's our child's name.
That's our couple
Oh,
name.
Bulma is obviously cranky.
Hashtag Bomcha.
Bomcha. She
Chakalaka.
Bomcha. She looks at Goku irritated.
So, at some point, did you ever plan on telling me that once you completed the mission, the Dragon Balls would be gone?
I thought you knew too.
If I knew, do you think I would have agreed to help you so easily?
Then why would I tell you?
Oh, so it was your intention to dupe me and Yamcha the whole time.
This flusters Goku. He's caught off guard.
No, well, yes, but not really. Jesus, Bulma, what difference does it make now?
None. No difference whatsoever. I just wanted to know where I stood with you. I thought we were friends. I mean, it's still the end of the world, right? Gotta do what we gotta do.
Goku pulls up in front of Bulma and stops his horse. Stern, serious, almost threatening.
Are you having second thoughts, Bulma?
Nope.
I need to know now. Are you having second thoughts?
Bulma's not one to be threatened.
Or what? What are you gonna do? If I did have second thoughts, huh?
Yamcha rides between them.
Hey, you two, forget it. Leave it alone. We have a long ride ahead of us.
Humph.
She spurs her horse and rides ahead. Yamcha follows her. They ride side by side, talking. Goku is in the back watching. Seeds of mistrust have been planted. He grabs the bag of Dragon Balls and pulls it tight. Exterior, Forest of Greenwood, night. Camp is set. The rain has stopped. The moon is 3/4 full. The campfire starts to die. They all sleep apart from each other, a dark, uneasy sleep. Through the darkness of the woods, Mai returns in her Suno form. She comes to each of them as they rest and mimics the voice of the other two. On Goku, he hears Mai's fake voice. A secretive whispering, perfect mimicry. Goku hears.
Goku can't be trusted. This whole Piccolo nonsense is a ruse to get our Dragon Balls.
Then we take the balls and leave.
No! He really believes all this prophecy nonsense. He'd kill us before he let them go.
Not if I kill him first.
Then take care of him. Kill him in his sleep. And we'll take the Dragon Balls and make a fortune. I love you, Yamcha.
I love you too.
Goku is shocked to the core. He clutches the Dragon Ball bag tightly. Cut to Yamcha. He hears Mai's fake voices. Yamcha hears.
Listen, Bulma, the reason I didn't tell you is I didn't want Yamcha to find out. I don't think he can be trusted. All he wants is the money.
I know, Goku. I felt him out. I don't think he can be trusted either. This mission is too important to risk having him around.
I hate to do it, but I'm gonna have to kill him.
I love you, Goku. It's always been you.
I love you too, Bulma.
Yamcha grits his teeth in anger as we cut to Bulma in her tent. She hears.
It's clear she doesn't believe in the prophecy. All she cares about is her father's corporation. She'll take off with those balls first chance she gets. Grandpa's balls. I can't let that happen.
Then you know what we have to do. Cupcake has to die. I'll do it. She trusts me more.
Do you all feel like there should have been an I love you between Goku and Yamcha?
absolutely.
Yeah.
They just
Missed
broke the
opportunity.
tone by
Yeah.
not having it in there.
Do it
I
real
lo-
quick, improv.
I totally love you, Goku.
I love you too, Yamcha.
Quick, grab my balls.
Here, hold my power staff.
And Bulma is shocked beyond belief. She quietly pulls her pistol. A shadow appears outside her tent. She aims the pistol, and a tiny voice rings out. Bulma, are you in there? Bulma opens the tent, and Suno enters. Bulma, you have to leave. They're gonna kill you. Bulma's devastated. She looks like she's about to cry. They steal out of the tent quietly. Yamcha rises from his blanket. He pulls a knife. He sneaks quietly up to Goku's blanket.
Lousy backstabbing bastards.
He raises the blade and whapow! Catches a power pull to the head. Yamcha backflips and leaps into his wolf fang fist stance. Goku leaps into an eagle claw stance.
Traitor!
It's time we finished what we started in the desert.
Let's do it. Yeah!
They lunge at each other. They lunge violently at each other. This battle is intense, filled with rage and betrayal. It's a battle to the death. On Bulma and Suno hiding in the surrounding wood, Bulma watches in horror as the two former friends battle so viciously. Then he sees it. The backpack with the Dragon Balls left unattended. Get the bag, Bulma! As quick as a wink, Bulma snatches the bag and takes off with Suno right behind her. On Bulma close, frantic, Blair Witch style. She bolts through the forest blindingly. Branches and vines scratching her face and limbs. Suno, unseen, urges her from behind. Faster, Bulma! They're coming! To your right! They're right behind us! Bulma turns around, turns up the speed. She's never been more frightened. Suno's voice slowly begins to change. Hurry, Bulma! They're going to kill you! Faster, Bulma! Faster! Faster, you skank! Bulma turns around to find herself facing not Suno, but Mai.
What the?
Whoop-pow! Mai smacks the crap out of Bulma, knocking her to the ground. She places her boot on Bulma's throat and presses. Bulma gasps for air.
What happened to that bullet with my name on it, bitch?
Cupcake?
Are you having second thoughts?
Are you gonna kill the monster? Bulma tries to scream her rage. All she can do is grit her teeth in rage. Whoosh! A bright light hits them from behind. It's the landing craft. Bulma and Mai levitate into the ship. Whoosh! And it's gone, leaving behind the locator. Smash cut 2, exterior forest of Greenwood night. Goku and Yamcha are still duking it out. Goku gets Yamcha with a powerful takedown move and lands on top of him. The clouds part and the moon shines through. Goku raises his fist to deliver a death blow. For a brief instant, Goku's eyes glow bright red. He snarls like an animal, about to deliver the blow. Then he stops himself. Rage is replaced by sadness. He lets Yamcha up.
I hope you two are happy.
He gets up and walks away.
What did you mean by that?
But Goku keeps walking. Yamcha spits on the ground and walks off the other way.
I hope you two are happy.
Fade out in interior, oil tanker, throne room, night. Bulma regains consciousness to find herself suspended in the air. Her arms and legs are bound by oily tentacle-like cable. I've seen this movie.
I would say, is this a good spot to stop it?
There are 29 more pages.
We're not going to get through it.
Yeah,
Not
not
until
in-
9. It would be about 9:30. About.
Do we want to do an extra long session for this one?
I'm available for it, but it's up to.
Lil, you had to go.
Yeah, that would help.
Yeah.
I don't want to get you in trouble, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I was going to say 8:45. That
yeah.
might-
That would help if we could just pause it here and have a nice little climactic end.
For that one.
Yeah, because
The
I mean,
theme of this is definitely going to be a climactic.
oh yeah, it's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be. It is gonna be climactacular.
With
And-
this many
with-
balls,
with-
yeah.
With that and
power poles
and hentai
Oh, yeah.
tentacles.
I agree.
and oily machine-like tentacles.
Is it anything like this? Is this movie anything like this?
It is nothing like this.
Nothing
movie.
like it.
So this
No.
isn't the movie. This
And
is
it-
just the original
and-
treatment,
The
or
first
Yeah.
draft.
And it still
Yeah.
failed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still.
Oh yeah. No,
Horribly.
the Dragon Ball evolution was so
is
Yeah.
the movie better than this script?
not necessary.
It is better because James Marsters is in it.
Because I'm
And
just
I
saying,
will
like,
watch anything with
If
James
the
Marsters.
Spike is Piccolo.
Yeah.
I do love me some Marsters. I gotta say, I know nothing about Dragon Ball. This is not bad though. Like as a
No.
person not familiar with it, I'm actually really enjoying this. I'm like, this is cool. It's
Well,
like very rote, like in terms of the quest that they're on and everything, but
Yeah.
it's fun.
But well, because the thing is, the entire story itself is stupidly epic.
Yeah.
Because it was all based off of like the Chinese story Journey to the West.
Monkey King.
Yeah, exactly. Sun
So this
Wukong.
is Into the Badlands.
Yeah.
That's a really good show. I've been
I see what
watching
you did there. And yes, that is precisely what.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, it's just an analog story.
That's
for it.
probably why I'm enjoying this because I just watched the first 2 seasons of Into the Badlands and I'm like,
Oh,
feels
so
like
good.
fighting, like
So
great.
good.
You know, I don't know if we have how many audience members we have here, but I'd love to see what you guys are thinking so far.
Two.
We get
Two at
two.
the moment.
Okay.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hey guys, love to see your thoughts. What you think?
Thoughts? Questions?
What's-
Queries?
You.
Get your
Concerns?
thoughts.
Anything?
I don't see anything on there.
Type something.
They're all shy. They don't want to
Shy.
say
Ah!
anything.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, is that the chat? Okay.
That was the chat.
Oh.
Doesn't want, apparently, it doesn't want to
Doesn't
stay.
want us to see.
Everything's
I'm
on
sure
fire.
I'm sure we've got enough time.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we got a few
certainly.
minutes.
But
No one commenting.
Okay,
well,
come
I'll tell you
on.
this much: once this gets posted to YouTube, we'd love to get your feedback and comments. You can just obviously post them down there, and we'll get a chance to read them and hopefully comment back at some point.
Yeah.
Don't forget
Yeah.
to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Especially if you've seen the actual movie
Yeah.
compared
and
to
you
what
can
this
watch it.
is.
Yeah. Let us let us know what you think of the script treatment for this one, as opposed to the much lauded Dragon Ball Evolution.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, this will probably be my last appearance with Color Circuit.
Joshua.
Yeah.
Hey, that doesn't mean that you're not going to stay in touch with us, right?
No, of course not. No, we'll stay in touch. I just think this will be my last physical appearance on the show. So,
well,
it's been fun. It's been real.
That being the case, it's just so everybody knows. When I started hosting this one, Josh and I have been friends for a couple of years now, just exactly the same as Khalil. Both of these gentlemen are tremendous voiceover talents, and I wanted to get you on board with this just because I knew that you had the goods, and I wanted to, get you in on it because I knew that you had a lot to offer, and I thought that we would have a lot of fun. And I'm also glad that you came with us to do SabakuCon, and just I hope.
Fun.
Yeah.
It's certainly been a blast.
Yeah, the audience really liked everything that we had here. But yeah, that being the case, my friend, it has been nothing but a pleasure to have you on board with us. And we're going to miss you. And we will do the best that we can to find somebody to fill the absence of the hero in the void of your no longer being here, buddy.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
I mean, we'll try.
All right. Well, that
do
being the
the best
case,
we
should we
can.
wrap it up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up. That
Chip,
sounds
you guys
good.
have anything going on? Come up?
Well, actually, that's what I was going to ask. Just since you're going to be making your way on out of here, what was the thing that you wanted to let everybody know about?
Oh, well, I got a couple things real quick. As you all know, you can find me on Facebook. It'd be Joshua's Story Behind the Mic. You can follow up on what's happening with audiobook releases or upcoming projects or anything like that. And speaking of which, of course, I'm actually currently producing a feature film. We're in the process of negotiating financial deals. Won't get too much into the details of that. Ooh. However, it is primarily based off an audiobook series. I'm actually wearing the T-shirt right now for it, and I'll go ahead and turn around and give you a quick look at it.
Give us the goods. Turn around.
So it's The Hunt Chronicles, and the website is JD Demers. That's JDDEMERS.com.
Yeah, we've actually gone ahead and released 3. It's for those folks that are into the apocalyptic zombie survival kind of series.
Who's not into that? I mean, really?
Right.
Right.
The film that the current script that we have is actually it's kind of based It's very similar to if you were going to take Walking Dead and combine it with Resident Evil. You get this interesting culmination. So it's really exciting, and I can't wait to get into production with it.
Cool.
All right. Well, that being the case, how about we get everything else? Sir, where is it that we can find you? What is your social media presence? Do you have Twitter?
Well, I don't have Twitter, but I am the co-host of a podcast called Super Talk with Angie and Owen.
It's tight.
Blacksmith here actually does the producing and the theme song for that.
It's a kick-ass theme song. I don't think I've ever told you that. I really like it.
You can find that on City College Podcasts, on iTunes, on Stitcher. We have a Facebook page. We have an Instagram page. If you search for Super Talk with Angie and Owen, we're the only things with that name.
Oh, yeah. Check it out.
It's true.
And Ms. Bridget Dunn, where can you be found?
I have like private profiles. I don't want strangers contacting me, but that's just for now. I don't know.
We got like
All right.
we got like one of those
plays coming up or
1-900
anything like that?
phone numbers.
No, I do not. Sorry, what, Fernando?
Did you have any plays or anything else coming up? Any sort of larger projects that we can talk about?
I'm going to be participating in a small project with Mother Road Theater Company that I kind of can't talk about it because it's actually secret.
Oh, neat.
All
right.
Later this fall, I'll be appearing in a play called The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime at the Vortex Theater.
Awesome.
And that's local here in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, yes.
All right. And will you be sure to keep us apprised of the situation with all of your respective projects coming up as
I
you
shall.
do more of these episodes here with
I shall.
us?
I mean,
right
here's
here
the thing.
on Color Circuit?
You could follow me on Twitter. I'm at Tumbleweed B, but like I mostly just repost like political stuff.
Fair enough.
I
make it's just my repository for one-liners and shilling for this.
and pictures of my dog.
hells yeah.
She's gorgeous. Oh, my dog has her own Instagram.
Yeah. All right. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I am on board with that. Mr. Stephen Blacksmith.
Absolutely. You can find all my stuff on Color Circuit. You can find all my stuff on citycollegefilms.com. Which is a lot of fun. We're going to do a new project, which is a Power Rangers parody project called Turbo Troopers. It is a massive one. There is an Alpha 5. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So check that out on my website. And you can also check out Very Spectral Episodes, which is a podcast we do very similar to this, but we write all the parody episodes of popular sitcoms, and then we act them out. Bridget's been on one.
I
like
was
the sound of
there.
this.
I did it.
Cool.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely sounds like a winner. And last but not least, TV's Khalil Ekalona.
Oh.
Yes. Hey, yeah, you can check me out on Good Day New Mexico. You can on KLB Channel 4. Go to KLB.com. It's morning magazine shit. We come on after the ladies get drunk on the Today Show.
Do you guys get drunk?
No, we don't get drunk.
Oh.
Well, not on camera.
Oh.
You can check me out occasionally on New Mexico in Focus doing some little reporting for those guys. I'm in a play. It's called How We Got On, written by Idris Goodwin, directed by Frank Green of the Duke City Repertoire Theater.
You're in
It
that?
is going to be on June 15th at APAC African American Performance Center.
I'm going to go to
in
that.
Albuquerque, New Mexico. And you can catch me on social media, Twitter and Facebook and Instagram at Khalil Ekulona, KHALIL EKULONA.
So many letters.
All right. Yeah. No, it sounds like a ton of fun. Lots of good projects coming up, and I'm glad that everybody else has been able to, we all get our spots in, and if you've liked everything that we've done, once again, you can find us right here at twitch.tv/Color Circuit Live. I will be doing this tomorrow for Screen Source that you can see right here on Sundays at 6 p.m. Every Sunday, 6 p.m. It's our movie news and reviews show. It's a lot of fun. Otherwise, you can find me at Fernando Gonzalez on Facebook, and you can find me on Twitter at gun_solace. That's GUN_SOLACE. But from everybody here, it looks like it's about time to wrap that up. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you had as much fun listening to us have fun with this as we had fun having fun with fun.
Good night, guys.
Have a good night, everybody. Thanks again.
Fun.